Karren Brady, one person that our fans love to hate after all the problems that are going on with West Ham in the Premier League at the moment. She decides to go on to Sky News. We've just lost a player to Spurs. We're not doing very well in the league. We're not doing very well in the transfer market. And Karren Brady is going to open up her gob again. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be watching this video along with you guys and reacting to Karren Brady's infamous appearance on Sky News. So let's go.
You're obviously on the board at West Ham United. The
Yes.
Deloitte Money League survey out today suggests West Ham is one of the richest clubs in Europe. Why is it underperformed so badly?
Well, I mean, that is a question that haunts us almost every day. We've obviously invested over £200 million in the team, brought in a Premier League winning manager, an very expensive cost, and the things that we've done haven't worked out. But that's part and parcel of running a business, having that resilience to work out what's gone wrong, and more importantly, have the skills in place to put it right.
First up, right, she describes it as running a business. Yeah, this is football. Although it's a business to her, it's a quite simple solution. You've just been named the 18th richest club in the world, and you don't invest in your squad. There's only one outcome at the end of the day. You know, you've got people like Crystal Palace and people like that investing more in their squad than West Ham United. This 60,000 seater stadium is meant to be taking us on to the next level. It will be taking us on to a level, and that'll be down. Let's carry on.
The money and being in the Money League is one thing. Delivering the expectations, hopes and dreams of supporters is something very different.
They're not our dreams. They're not our expectations. They were promises that you made that you haven't delivered on. Shocking interview so far. Let's carry on.
Very focused on that and ensuring that West Ham is a part of the Premier League for the very long-term future.
But I mean, you've been in charge now for 10 years. The club's gone from, I think, 17th to 16th in the Premier League. What's the strategy from here?
Well, it hasn't. It is currently, as we sit today, 16th, with a very tight number of points between that and the other half of the table. And of course, we've had successes in the past where we have finished an awful lot higher. And you do get blips in football. If you think of
Blips in football. I've been supporting West Ham for 35 years. This is more than a blip. The blip is when we do well. Jesus Christ, this woman is... Let's carry on.
It's like no other business. A football club doesn't manufacture anything, doesn't produce anything, doesn't make anything. And it's actually all about the management of people. Every asset we have is in a person. And when you buy a player, whether you spend 45 million, 65 million or 20 million, you have to manage that person to get the very best out of them. And it does take time to build on the relationships and the individuals within a sport. I mean, I've learned from the most competitive team game in the world that nothing is actually achieved alone, and managing that team and getting the best out of them is actually what's crucial in football.
Well, actually, that's not true, because you do produce things in football. You produce academy products, which she just said that people are the assets in football. Yeah, you've got a load of kids there that you should be investing in, and that is your product. No assets is not our fault, it's your fault at the end of the day. The only asset we did have was our home, and you sold that for a little under £40 million. If you don't plan for the future, how do you expect to... How do you expect to any business will tell you this. You got to plan out what you're going to do from step to step and have a future plan in place. Football, as she said, is no other business like it. It's the one thing you need to do. You need to plan and put things in place for the future. That's not only to attract new assets, players in mine and your language, but to continued success on the pitch. And there is clearly a big confusion at the moment about what that plan is. The plan is from the owners and Miss Brady herself is to make money. There is no plan about the product. You know, and as she just said, football is a product. And if you was being served up this product in Ann Summers or one of the other companies, Mothercare, that's just gone bust, that Miss Brady was part of, and you wasn't happy with the product, you wouldn't go there anymore. Football is a different thing. And that is what they're doing. They are taking that loyalty and just expecting us to turn up week in, week out without investing or making the product better, which is what they promised when they took us from the Upton Park to the Olympic Stadium. Let's carry on.
Mistake to move to the Olympic Stadium?
Absolutely not. I mean, one of the reasons why we're in that league is because the opportunities at the Olympic Stadium has brought to us. We have a capacity of 60,000. We put in that planning application to go into 62.5. We have 54,000 season ticket holders, 50,000 people on a waiting list to buy a season ticket.
50,000 people on a waiting list to buy a season ticket. There's been the same 50,000 people on the list to buy a season ticket since we got there. And I know at least 10,000 people that haven't fucking renewed their season tickets. And that's a blatant lie as it is. As for the Olympic Stadium being one of the reasons why we're still in the Premier League, it's the complete opposite. It's had the complete opposite effect that they promised us when they moved there. They promised us that we would move on to the next level. 3 out of 4 seasons, and last season was a touch and go at times. It's just we had a good December. 3 out of 4 seasons, we've been embroiled in a relegation battle, and we're buying took. No wonder we're fucking in this position as we are. The only success, and that's why she said this, the only success of moving to that Olympic Stadium is to raise the price of the club. And that's one of the reasons I think that we're not signing players, is the fact that they want to turn over this £175 million turnover. Because in business, and I'm not a businessman, so I'm not going to fucking sit here and you know, say I'm better than David Gold or David Sullivan. But when you turn over a certain amount of money a year, yeah, they project what your club or what your business is worth by projecting, I think it's 10 years worth of sales. So if we're turning over £175 million every year, our business is worth £1.7 billion. So a potential buyer would see it as that. They're not going to ask for £1.7 billion because no one would fucking, I don't even think anyone would pay 500 million at the moment. But if you look at it that way, if we're spending more money on players and things like that, the business becomes lower. We've got 3 years left before they can sell the club without giving a profit to the LLDC. The only reason she's saying this is a success is because, one, they're getting fucking shit ton of money out of it when they leave, and 2, well, I don't even know if there's a number 2. It's just money. Let's carry on.
35,000 families, and we have the cheapest season ticket in the Premier League. £99 for a child to come to Premier League football. That's one of the drives that we had to have affordable football in the Premier League. Was very important to us in our community strategy. So no, we don't think it was a mistake.
Well, I'm going to give it that. They are cheap, the tickets, but we're seeing dross. I don't actually think we're the cheapest in the Premier League anymore, because I think there's promoted clubs come up since then that are a little bit cheaper, but I'll give it that. Let's carry on.
Will David Moyes have money to play with in the transfer window?
They're trying very hard in the transfer window as we speak. It's not always easy to buy in January. You can't always get the players that you want, and lots of people don't want to sell, so it's very tough.
Oh, there it is. The excuses, the excuses, the excuses. You can literally play West Ham excuse bingo with this answer to any question that they ask about the transfer window in January. 1, nobody wants to sell. Number 2, we're backing them. They're working so hard. And number 3, for a full house, it's very difficult in January. We'll do it in the fucking summer then. You're the one that let the players go. Why aren't you signing anyone in January? You should have been having these deals lined up since September. We're desperately short. We're embroiled in another relegation battle. And there are so many people that can't take this shit no more from you. But the excuses just come out one after the other. And it's always the same shit. We don't fall for this shit no more. We're not having, it's tough in January. You know, the manager's working very hard. And the fact is, he said, would there be money available? And she hasn't even fucking answered the question. let's carry on.
My chairman and my manager are working very hard at it.
All right. Well, it's coming up for a year since you stepped down as chairman of Tabitha Investments, Philip Green's holding company. You've never really talked about your departure. Why not?
Well, I said what I had to say at the time. I was the chair of the holding company. Lots of the work that we did there was very important. We had a very difficult situation facing the organisation in relation.
I ain't got a clue what the fuck she's talking about here. Some business that she's run that's failed, obviously. You'll have another one to add to your CV soon, love.
The CBA. As you know, a CBA is only one step apart from recovery.
CBA can't be asked.
Growing that business and re-establishing that business and marketing that business was equally important. I felt I stayed and done the job that I had to do, and I left when I left.
And have you been in touch with Philip Green lately? Do you still talk to him?
I do still
Who the fuck is Philip Green? No idea.
speak to him, yes. The business, I think, is very important. Majority of people who work there are women. It employs thousands of people. It's part and parcel of our high street. We know the high street is having a very difficult time, and I think it's important that business succeeds.
How do you square your feminist credentials with some of the things that...
How the fuck is this woman a feminist? Please answer me that question. How the fuck, right? And I know she does a lot for women's rights and all that thing. How the fuck is this woman a feminist when the woman has made her fucking I can't even get my words out. When the woman has literally made her fortune in working for two people that subject women to porn. They are in the porn industry. That is where she came from. She came from David Sullivan's soft porn industry. She's not fucking Mother Teresa. Oh my God, right. There's about 7 seconds left. I'm going to blow my fucking top if I keep on watching this shit.
Accused of?
Well, I didn't square them because I resigned. So I think that says all it needs to say.
That's it. There was so much about West Ham, and she started talking about Philip Green and some other shit, and how she's such a good feminist and all that bollocks. She's resigned from companies, not the fact they're failing, but the fact that she's a feminist that cheapened women by working in the porn industry. But that's by the by. It's not really nothing to do with me. But the whole interview is a joke. The whole interview is an absolute fucking joke. Once again, no knowledge or integrity or foresight to show that when people are this angry, there is a protest. There is a protest in the pipeline, and she's going on TV and just putting her fucking foot in her mouth. The fact that she works for the Sun should already put her in, to show you what sort of fucking woman that she is actually. A very clever businesswoman, and she does the best she can to do what she can for West Ham and all that sort of stuff. But a woman is constantly putting her foot in her mouth. She's constantly fucking everything up, from transfers to this sort of shit. If you want to go and work on the fucking TV or work for Colin, let someone else come in and be the vice president of our football club, because we are worried about the football at the moment. I'm not worried about fucking how many fucking tickets are being sold or some sort of feminist bollocks or how hard they're working in the transfer market when they're actually not getting fuck all done. You can work as hard as you want, but if you don't want to pay the money, you're not going to get anywhere. That's the business of football at the moment. That's the way the businesses are run. Absolute car crash of an interview. It's infuriated West Ham fans. It's infuriated me. That's all I've got to say about it, to be quite honest with you. Please keep off the TV. Do you speaking to the fans? I've offered David Gold and David Sullivan, and you promised me, Karren Brady, a little while ago that you would try and sort that sort of stuff out, but you never did. Once you finished with us, you cast us to one side. The fans want answers. The fans want answers from chairman. They don't want to see you on the fucking TV. If you want to get the chairman to come and talk to the fans, you've got my number and my email. And I think we deserve answers. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. We'll be back at the weekend with all the stuff coming up in the build up to Everton. One thing left to say, guys. Come on, your hands.